Welcome back to The Matrix. For our first fact today, Pete's world was created by the werewolf. Hey fellas, according to Creatures and Demons, this textbook I read as a child, Pete's world split off from the main universe when Queen Victoria in Tooth and Claw was killed by the Hamo waveform. The fucking werewolf.
Stop right there. Stop right there, Sam. You gotta stop this video right now.
Hello, Jacob. What's the problem now?
This topic goes deeper than either of us want it to.
The werewolf timeline fact from the kids' book. What is it, non-canon or something?
Worse. It's ultra canon.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is where it gets complicated.
It's so canonical that it can't be canonical.
I'm gonna have to open up my diary for this, aren't I?
It's the kind of fact that the more you think about it, the more fucked it gets.
If you say the word multiverse, Jacob, I'm out of here.
There's a whole underbelly to Pete's world, Sam. What caused the Pete's world timeline? What's different?
A werewolf killed Queen Vic?
Think smaller. A smaller wolf.
I guess Rose is a dog in that parallel world?
Exactly, that's it. Rose being a dog is what causes the branched timeline to begin with.
In Series 2?
Yes.
The Yorkshire Terrier?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious.
Well, like you said, Queen Victoria dies in 1879 in Pete's world, but not in our world.
Do you consider the Doctor Who universe to be your world?
Yes. Well, without Rose being alive, the Doctor wouldn't have gone to 1879 and end up saving the Queen in the first place. So the events in Pete's world are reliant on the Doctor not making it past Tooth and Claw. And with no Rose, there's no Doctor.
I see, so without Rose, there's no program.
Logically, Series 1 would look entirely different in Pete's world.
Wait, no, that doesn't make a lick of sense. If Rose and the Doctor don't exist, we've got issues, like serious canonical issues.
Oh, your favorite.
Like, for example, say Jack. Captain Jack's character needs to be immortal for half the Who timeline to work. If there's no Rose in Pete's world, how is there a Jack there? How's there a Torchwood?
I would call it Torchwood.
So there's a Pete's world, Jack?
Yep. In the story Poker Face, Pete's world's Yvonne Hartman name drops her universe's Jack Harkness. Pete's world's Captain Jack exists as a member of late 2000s Torchwood. He has to. How can that have happened if Nine and Rose never make it to the game station?
Yeah. Well, that's tricky. Captain Jack was a coward. You wouldn't have done all that without meeting the Doctor first.
Wish I'd never met you, Doctor. I was much better off as a coward.
I mean, you'd have to be immortal to survive from the 19th century, where he landed with the vortex manipulator before it fried, all the way to the 21st century where Yvonne was active.
Exactly. He'd need a massive lifespan. But Jack can't be immortal without Rose. Human Rose, not Yorkshire Terrier Rose. How is that meant to work? To have an immortal Jack in this world, there needs to be a Doctor, and apparently a Jack, doing the events of Parting of the Ways. I call BS. Maybe this book just got it wrong.
Rose doesn't have to make it to the game station. Only the Doctor and Jack have to.
Hang on. Are we now envisioning Parting of the Ways with Jack, but there's no Rose there?
Oh, yeah.
I guess we have to, going off the information provided. Does Adam exist in this hypothetical?
Yes, he's instrumental in setting up the game station for the finale, which means... I don't know how to tell you this, Sam, but Nine, Jack, and Adam are probably Team TARDIS in this parallel world.
Oh, you're losing me.
Well, someone has to open the heart of the TARDIS.
And you're saying it's now Adam?
Yes. The heart of the TARDIS has to be opened by someone human. Otherwise, Jack wouldn't have become immortal.
Do they kiss?
If you like. Ultimately, either the 9th Doctor flies into Tooth and Claw solo and dies, or the 10th Doctor flies into Tooth and Claw with Adam and dies.
Both good options. Sorry, and this is all because Rose is a dog now.
Yes.
What the everlasting shit does the rest of the series look like in Pete's world?
Well, for one, there's no Time Lords.
Yeah, they'd still be lost in a painting somewhere. Or would they? This is hurting my brain.
Since he never survived to make it to Utopia, that means Professor Yana never remembered that he was the Master.
I'm not having this. Journey's End can't finish without Rose.
Journey's End can't even happen without Rose. And Davros? Forget about it. Khan doesn't save him in this timeline. 10 and 11 don't even meet the War Doctor, so...
They didn't get far enough to influence events.
Yes! And you can kiss goodbye to Daleks in Manhattan. Most of the revival, really.
So that means the Cortoscaro never made it into this universe.
This will never end.
And even if they did manage to get to New York in the 1930s for Daleks in Manhattan, they would never have emergency temporal shifted to escape the Doctor.
Like, sure, the Doctor not saving Queen Vic is a symptom of this diverging timeline, but the real root of the split is Rose being a dog.
Hilarious.
I told ya, Pandora's box.
Are we sure that the Doctor didn't just travel with Dog Rose in this universe instead?
Maybe.
So our conclusion is, Pete's world branched because Rose is a Yorkshire Terrier. The Doctor is now dead because of this. A bastard version of Series 1 has to happen because somehow Jack is still immortal.
Yeah. He had to get his immortality somewhere.
Shit, man. So yeah, take that, Doctor Who writers.
So, you got any plans for the weekend?
Nah. Just more of this, really.